In this problem, we're going to be dealing with molecular and empirical formulas. To determine these things using percent mass. Before we talked about percent yield. Do not confuse the two. Percent mass is taking the whole amount of grams and how many grams each of them are. In our example, we have 85.63% carbon. We also have 14.37% hydrogen. With these two percents, they found that the total amount that they got was 42.081 grams per mole as the molar mass. We are asked to find the molecular and the empirical formulas. Let us start with the empirical formula. To do this, let us assume that there is only 100 grams total. If there is 100 grams, that means that there is 85.63 grams of carbon. There's also 14.37 grams of hydrogen. Using your periodic table, we can find out the conversions. Carbon has a conversion of 12.011 grams for every 1 mole. Hydrogen has 1.008 grams for every 1 mole. When you multiply these two out, you will get 7.13 moles and 14.255. Moles. This is a ratio of moles to moles. Take your smallest one and divide it by itself, 7.13. Also do the same with this. Divide it by the 7.13. You will get a number that's a whole number ratio. This ratio in this case is a 1 to 2. From this we can get the empirical formula. We have 1 carbon for every 2 hydrogens. This is the empirical formula, not the molecular formula. As such, we do not know how many carbons, but we know the ratio between carbon and hydrogen. To find out the actual molecular formula, we'll use the molar mass. To determine the molar mass of carbon dihydride. To do this, you take your 12.011 plus 2 times your 1.008. This equals 14. 14.027. We know that the real grams per mole molecular mass is 42. That looks like a 7. 42.081. Take the 14 and divide it by the 42. This will give you a ratio of 3. That means that you take this whole empirical formula and multiply it by 3. So our final result would be 3 carbon for every 6 hydrogen. This is the molecular formula.